celebrates the smaller channels who are working to bring down the cult to protect human rights. Scooter Mom celebrates the smaller channels, the ones who need more attention and have them more and more. If you want Scooter Mom to show a small channel, send her clips and links since you are making clips and sharing links. It's easy to do whether you protest and or watch that needs you.
Ugh. Hi. So somebody here is trying to make changes and is having a little bit of a brain issue. So welcome in, everyone. This is the rebranded Scooter's Anti-Cult Report, where we feature the Anti-Scientology channels with less than 1.5K subs and a few of the larger channels as time allows. And I am your host, Scooter, also known as Scooter Mom, also known as Scoots, Chat Mama, a few other names. Hello, everyone. Now, I will tell you, I was going to try to go vertical today on this, but my brain could not figure out the camera angles for that. So you were only going to see here up for most of the show if I had continued with that plan. So pivoted right on back to the old standard for now. I will eventually figure it out, just letting you know. So, hello Fuzzy, hello Journey. I think I saw JBat, but I'm not scrolling up at the moment. Hi Hitzel. Welcome in everyone. And and thank you, Scientology Up North, for popping in and hitting the like. Replay is most welcome here, especially for those of you who have a different time zone than me. So, hi Cricket, hi Style, good to see you all. Hello Elron Liar. All right, so I am happy to have you here. The purpose of this show is to boost positive attention to the smaller channels in the anti-Scientology community. If they are working to end the abuses of Scientology, don't mind my co-host, and not end the others in the community, then I would like to feature their work. So, I do have a captive little hand-seeking furball here who is definitely going to steal focus. As you can see, I no longer am using the background that I was using. I heard from enough people over time that it was causing issues for some of you, and I totally understand that, and I appreciate the feedback. So for now, this is what you're going to see, and what's happening back there is also going to change. It just all is going to take time. Now, if you, yes, that was midnight. She is most definitely a mama's girl. The boys have become playmates. She is a holdout. She is just not ready to accept Biscuit. But that's okay, it'll take time. All right, so if you have been here before, you may have noticed a change or two, and you may notice more over the coming weeks. The changes have been suggested to help improve the show and its outreach. As I said, I was going to try to go vertical, and that was not happening today. But it is important because we do want to, thank you, Steph, we do want to reach more people in the public. That is one of the reasons why we are doing the work that we are doing, is to educate the public. Yes, many people do know already. At least they know that Scientology is a bad thing. Hi, Becky. But yes, midnight is a scene stealer. Um, but but the young people who may not have been exposed to what we have been trying to tell people are still the big targets for Scientology because they want their workforce. So, um, okay. I have had co hosts before, as some of you know, just not usually the four legged variety. Sometimes they're scene stealers too, but the furry ones are the real thieves. Anyway, we're going to try and deal with this because I just don't want her getting all hissy and growly with Biscuit while I'm live. So, and the boys have been thundering up and down the hallway together. So there is progress. Okay, enough about the cats. That's not why we're here. Although, of course, they think it should be. All right. So, uh, in the future, for those of you who are on phones who have already made sure that we understand that links are not clickable when we are vertical, I understand that. Thank you, eyes. Um, However, it is important to reach a broader audience. And if you don't already know this, you should be aware that I always put the links in the description after the show. So if you give me 10 minutes, they will be there and you can go through all the links. That happens whether I am going vertical or horizontal. So no worries there. You will still have access to all the links. Now, uh, that having been said, I think if my furry co host has settled for now, then I guess we can try and get started. Oh boy, I am sweating. Yes, I know, eyes. I am not one who likes change. I truly am not, but I am going to do my best. Because, as the title of today's show says, if we don't grow and adapt, we are basically just standing still. And I don't do that very well. All right, so let us get started here. Let me just scroll my notes up a little bit. And I have stopped writing an entire speech, but I do have notes that I look at. Yes, my AC is working. It's just never enough. Once I go live, it's like my personal body temperature just hits the roof. I don't know why. Yes, no face, I am always blushing. Okay, so all right. So I did want to share with those of you who are not already familiar. SAFE is an organization that works to protect children, not only from cults, but from other dangerous situations. Thank you, eyes. Okay, so let me just bring that up for you as soon as I can find it, because of course nothing is in the order that I put it, ever. Uh, there we are. Would you stop hissing? He's on the other side of the door. I am so sorry. All right, here we go. Okay, so um, now I do not want to speak out of turn, but I do believe that the proceeds from any merchandise from SAFE goes back into the organization to continue their lobbying efforts and various other efforts that they are making. So you want to check out the channel and confirm that that is accurate, because this only holds so much knowledge at a moment, and then it flies away to be replaced by other stuff. Okay, so now I would like to share with you a video that Manning recently put out, reminding us about Whitney Mills and reminding us not to forget her. So let's see if I can find that. There it is.
Whitney loved the Florida coast and the sunshine and the waves. She reached to the skies and she set it to rotate. When the tech failed, she saw the doctor to keep her good health. He preached his alternative and she settled for rotate. Whitney loved the Florida coast. When the tech failed, they pushed her past OTA, always around the corner. The sun set in the night space. Whitney was near the waves, always around the corner was OTA.
So, yeah, so please feel free to go and watch that and check out more of Manning's channel. He also, excuse me, has a second channel. I'm sorry, the name of which escapes me right now. My apologies on that. Um, it is not anything to do with Scientology. It is other interests that Manning has. You might be able to tell by his name, Manning, that he has a little thing for watches. Um, and, other things besides that. So, if I can remember to, because it's not already listed in my links, I will try to put the link to Manning's second channel in the notes, in the description. Hello, Erica. Welcome in. So that you can check out his second channel. So I apologize for not having it in my brain. It's only focused on anti-Scientology for this hour, for the most part. That and my furry co-host, who has now, I think, camped out by the door because, of course, how dare I have it closed? All right, so now this is someone that I have not featured before, but again, branching out, adapting. So I ran across this video from Amy M, where she put in a call to a podcast uh, about Pam Bondi and her connections to Scientology. So let's have a listen. I do not think that I made a short for this. So, well, let's just see how long the computer Thetans let us go.
You're on the line.
Hello, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello, do you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's your first name and where you calling from?
Hi, it's Amy. I'm out of New Jersey. How are you? I
You
haven't
said Amy?
spoken to you for. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hi. No one's talking about Pam Bondi and what she's connected with. I don't know if I've been typing it in your chat, but you have to look at what she was involved with and what she took money from when she was Attorney General. She took money from a cult called Scientology. They are known traffickers of children. She's involved with a lot of stuff. She's covered up a lot of crimes for them. They do child traffic. They use child labor. And this cult, it's not the Tom Cruise little religion. It's a cult that is an MLM. They scam their way to get tax-exempt status, and she's involved in it. She's spoken at their events. She's bought off. There's something she's hiding. And Trump, I'm very, very, very disappointed in him for not looking into that situation. He's in the state of Florida where they have that major headquarters in Clearwater that I call cult water. And if he wants to get serious about stopping the abuse of children and child trafficking, he would not have appointed her. Something is up with that woman. And I don't know what it is, but they have to end all of these cults, and maybe they will get sort of serious about exposing what's on that list. And I don't care. Expose it and get her and stop appointing these people. You know what they do? This cult has kids born into it, and they're slaves. They have slave labor in this cult.
Yeah, and the kids don't know any better. Because that's the world they were born into.
I hear you.
It is so evil.
I hear you, but she's in the position now where people bring her the information. So Cash Patel's bringing her the information. Dan Bongino is bringing her the information. Like, she has people bringing it to her. So she's not like a lone person out there, right? She has all these people that...
Do you know how much they gave her? They gave her money. She's been influenced. And what they did, they do things where they buy people off. And I don't trust her one bit.
Well, I think a lot of us agree that we don't really care for
I'm
Pam Bondi.
Upset.
And did you hear?
No,
Trump?
you don't need to apologize. You know what? I'm the same way. I don't trust her either. Everyone's not trusting her.
They were at
and we have every right not to trust her. Sorry, go ahead, Shannon.
A couple Fridays ago, Trump was at a press conference with her, and he said, "Well, so far, I think you're doing a good job."
Yeah,
that's
what I was mentioning. Yeah,
and I thought, wow.
Well, I've been tweeting him. I'm trying to get people aware of what she's involved with, because if you're going to just go for these low-lying fruit, there's some stuff way up top that they really need to go after.
And that's been my frustration, because they've been going after MS-13 and Trey Day Agua and all these criminals. That's low-hanging fruit.
Them?
We expect her to do that. We expect that. That's part of the job. But what they're not doing is going after these people that did the Russia dossier, that all these other people that did all this corruption that we're completely aware of. They're not touching them at all. You're absolutely right.
Government corruption is what we want to see some people being held accountable for.
And you know what? And Ghislaine Maxwell's father was in that cult as well, just so you know. He's involved with that. There's so much stuff that you have to look at, this religious stuff that they use to traffic children. They have to look into everything. I don't care if they're considered a religion. We have to really prosecute these people. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. I have no faith in everything anymore.
Yeah,
I don't trust any side of the spectrum anymore. I really don't. I just don't trust anybody. I'm so disappointed in everything. That's all.
Yep, the only one that I trust right now is our Lord Jesus.
So that was quite a good reception that she got with that. And I saw the cheerleading for Amy in the chat. She did a great job, and that's why I wanted to share that with you. And I am aware of the call-ins that go into city council, etc., each week, and I have shown a couple of those calls, but I haven't done it very frequently, and I admit that. So I will try, but of course, if you want to send me a link to someone's video with a clip, that would pretty much guarantee that it'll get shown. That is a win. Um, and Thank you. And I have seen more of you come in. Hi, Moose, and Never and Aaron and Ellie. Please control the internet. And if you can control my computer thetans, they know that their time is limited. So, hello, Brian. And I did say hi to Erica. I do remember doing that. So, if I missed anyone, my apologies. Um, so I think that that was an excellent call, and that's the kind of thing that uh, if we can all do a little more of that, it doesn't have to be all the time. Just put a bug in the ear of a podcast that you're regularly listening to. Um, just make people aware in all kinds of ways. That's what we are here for. Sophia, did you come in and I didn't see you? I'm so sorry. Hi, Tim Greenglass. Welcome in. It's so good to have you here. And Buttercup, I know I saw you and I didn't say hi to you, so hello, Buttercup. Okay, so getting back to this. Now, he does have a very large channel in comparison to most of the ones that I often will feature. But I'm mixing it up here a bit. So, Eric Rader, who is a friend to many of us in the community, is out at the famous Las Vegas sign almost every evening, people watching. And I do mean people, okay? I know some of the things that some people are saying, and I am here to tell you, having been in his chat and watching his stream, come on. Um, anyway, and he, as I understand it, I never actually see it, but well, I have seen it once. He usually has a sign with him talking about Scientology, and he also does have flyers. So, as proof, let me just share this little clip with you. And I do mean little. Yep, I let it loop because it was that short. Um, so, please, if you're not already watching Eric, please go and see. You can see beautiful bridal gowns, bridal dresses, bridal suits. The most adorable kids are brought with their families to take their pictures. Yes, the Elvis impersonators. You see, and there's an Adidas shoe count pretty much every evening. Um, it's a lot of fun, and he has a lot of good people in his chat. Nobody is permitted to be rude to Eric, the chat, to the people that we are seeing on the screen that aren't ever even going to hear it. So, you know what? If you've got a little bit of free time, please go and check Eric out. Um, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but this is what happens when I do not write a full speech. I will just say that, hello, Harry. um, I will just say that some of the things that have been said about him by certain individuals are literally false statements made to undermine his credibility. And not only because he's a survivor, but because he's a stand up person, I just am here to tell you that it's crap. I know I'm far enough into the stream that I could use stronger language, but I try not to. So, unless I'm mad, and then it's a free for all. Okay, so enough about that. Hitzel and her husband were out helping with the flood recovery in Texas recently, and they came across a familiar and unwanted sight. Scientology's volunteer ministers. You know they had to be out there. So let's just take a look anyway.
Those ones? No, that was all. No, I'm just here to thank y'all so much for what y'all are doing. Just checking everything out. We're about to go.
So, I guess the blessing is that they didn't have any takers. I hope that that continued. If you go and watch the whole stream, hi Lori, um, you will also see that they were talking to the media because, of course, they were. Hi Janet, I did see you. I was trying to remember who it was that I saw because it goes in and gone. Um, so yeah, please go and watch. I think there were 3 streams, right, Hitzel, that you did through the day. There, none of them are very long because the focus, as it should be, was on doing the work, not on filming doing the work. But the information is there documented for us. So thank you for doing that, Hitzel. I very much appreciate it personally, and I'm sure the rest of the community does as well. Hi, Bob. Welcome in. Um, all right. Now, I don't know if I have mentioned this before, but I happen to really like Jenna. Now, just like every other human being on the faces of this earth, she has her good points and she has her not so good points. But I can identify with her not so good points because I can picture myself doing pretty much the same thing in certain circumstances. Now, that having been said, um, she is fired up and ready to go. So if you have not seen her recent streams this week, or sorry, last week, she has got a plan and she would like our help. So uh, I am going to share just a clip with you and ask you to please go and watch and help if you can.
And when it all gets dismissed and discovered that they were in the wrong, zero fucking accountability. Unless you go out of your way to spend more of your own hard-earned money to find a lawyer, to find enough evidence to prove that they were lying sacks of shit and wasting all that time because all these fucking cops are protecting each other. It is just a disgusting abuse of power. And I don't think I can stand it any fucking more. I literally have decided in the last few days that I am going to dedicate my life and my channel to bringing Scientology to justice for the crimes that they committed against me, my family, and my friends. If that means protesting, then that's what I'm going to do. If it means dedicating my life to changing statutes of limitations, then that's what I will do. If it means dedicating my life, and when it all gets dismissed and
Okay, so you're going to have to go and watch the rest. And thank you, Jenna, for dropping. I forgot that she did it for dropping the F bombs. I have absolutely no problem with it. She has every right to, and I would have too. Righteous anger is right, eyes. Hello, Breaking the Chains. Hello, Nana. Good to have you here. If anybody is lurking, it is good to have you here as well. Thank you very much for joining us. And feel free to join the chat in, you know, everyone is welcome as long as you mind your P's and Q's, because I may have shortened my name, but I am forever a chat mama. So I love to see Jenna fired up. And if anyone is able to help her in any way with advice or suggestions or helping her doing the work that she wants to do, please go and help her out, because she has a plan and it sounds really good. Okay, so Scientology Up North, who is probably sleeping right now, and good for her because sleep is very important to all of us. Some of us really need to find a way to do it again, but that's another thing. She recently did a stream getting and sharing more details about the process for survivors of the cult to work with the law firm of Andrews and Thornton. Now, I'm not showing how I titled the clip, but I will tell you, if you go looking for it and you see the title, please ignore the title. I misnamed it Brain Farts. At any rate, please have a look uh, and share.
Have you been involved with any of these interview processes, or do you have more insights on what exactly happens when you
Sure.
arrange a
The
meeting?
original interview that we had set up, I did some original introductions with them just so they knew what they were getting into for the initial. And so the interview is about a half an hour.
Yeah.
Some are longer, some are, a little bit shorter, just depending on what they're talking about. But it basically is asking you who, what, where, why, what happened, possibly some dates. And they're not trying to eliminate or exclude people. What they're trying to do is put you in the correct, sounds kind of crass, but the correct bucket, the correct area of where you need to be for litigation, whether you fit the statute of limitations.
Mona, have you been?
So, CBF, you are brain fog. I have brain farts. And Cinderella, I saw you. Hello, welcome in. And yes, Miriam is on fire. She is very good. And, I hope that she's getting the credit that she is due. I know that we North Americans have a tendency to only focus on North America. So I do try, but I am also kind of bad at remembering to look outside of North America for my links. But also, to be fair to me, Miriam has more than 1.5K subs. So I had kind of stopped showing her because of that. But now that I am branching out a little bit more, trying to lean into the updating, um, I'm gonna start featuring more of the larger channels. But my main focus is always going to be on these smaller channels, because that's why I got into this in the first place. So, but I am going to start showing you more channels. Um, and when I say more, I mean larger. Yes, eyes. That is true. Now, having said that, I am going to show larger and more channels. The caveat to that is still I need to be sure that they are working to end the abuses of Scientology and that they are not working to hurt other people in the community. If I find that they are doing that, I am going to be less inclined. Oh, here comes my co host again, demanding my hand. Um, I'm going to be less inclined to feature channels like that. So that is not a me telling you what to do. That is a me saying this is my boundary. Um, okay, I'm sorry. I just have to rave about Little Miss Midnight here, who is currently giving my hand kisses. Little hearts on my eyes. So, um, just know if I'm not featuring someone, it could be that A, I'm not aware of them, which I do try to be, or B, I'm waiting, or C, I've seen stuff that I'm not terribly happy with. So just please keep that in mind, because I don't have to stand in judgment of anyone, but I also don't have to feature someone that I don't align with, because it's my channel. You can do what you want to do on your channel, and I can do what I want to do on my channel. And now I'm turning into a lecturer. Okay, the cat has now stolen my mouse pad. All right, so getting back on track here. Club Brain Fog. Yes, Ice, thank you. Um, Club Brain Fog brought a friend with her recently when she was out at the org, and I just have to give you a quick glimpse at their brief appearance. Um, ah, no, 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 we're not doing that. Thank you, Midnight. Sorry. It's so hard to share the spotlight. Okay, here we go.
What do you think, guys? Doesn't Zeno look good there? It's really windy, so can't put him anywhere else. And it would be hilarious if I got trespassed for that.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't get trespassed. He would get trespassed.
CBF, I needed to share that. Yes, thank you, Becky. Oh, gosh. Okay, that's my tea. You can't have it. Thank you. Oh, I get my mouse pad back now. Um, of course, I might lose my hand. Okay, so co-hosting with a cat. I know, Sophia. I know. All right. So, someone you may or may not be familiar with. Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself now. What else is new? Okay. So, because I started my note, my hand just got headbutted rather firmly. Okay, so I took a clip from Dusty's stream, which I'm going to show you in a moment. And there she goes again. Really? Note to self, kick all the cats out of the room. So Abigail, who is a survivor and a supporter of the protests, sent the Clearwater crew some donuts. So, given some previous issues with donuts and Scientology, I knew you would want to see if the donuts actually made it to their intended destination with the correct people receiving them. Yes, Brian, I'm sure I did. So let's have a look at Dusty's update. Now, I did watch the whole stream. Does my co host have a channel? No, she does not. She hogs mine, clearly, Becky. All right. So I did watch Dusty's whole stream, and I have to tell you that there was good stuff all the way through, but this just tickled my fancy.
We're supposed to tell you number 11.
You said the guy with the yellow shirt.
He's the one, yeah.
You want me to give it to you or him?
we're on the same king. Thank you so much.
Let me just get the number in.
She's actually in the chat.
I understand.
I just messed it up.
You'll be fine.
From Duncan.
Verified. Appreciate the order, guys. Have a great night. Okay?
Thank you. Be safe. Stay away from the cult. I'll say it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, perfect. Oh, see, they keep parking their car on top of the cult.
What did he say?
He was supporting the guy.
Now, if you watch to the very end of the stream, it's not just Dusty and Jamie that get the donuts. I will spoil that for you, okay? Because I don't know about anybody else, but that was one of my concerns at that point. Oh, goodness. Okay, so, because they got into those donuts like immediately. Oh, gosh. Okay, so, Becky. Becky, I know that you are very capable of deleting comments if need be. I don't just throw wrenches at anybody, you know. There is always a reason behind it. Okay, so, because I am not Rib Guy. All right, so, Eyes to See 33, someone that you may or may not be a little familiar with from around here, recently read an article by our Audit LA on Scientology and where it is considered a religion by the government or where it is not. Hi, Pippi. Welcome in. So let's have a little look at that. Two of my favorite people sharing the information.
From our one and only wonderful Audit LA, Scientology, where it's a religion and where it absolutely isn't. By Audit LA, dated May 19th, 8:03 p.m. Let's talk Scientology, how the world sees it. Let's talk about who's buying what Scientology is selling and
who's not. Some countries have straight up said, nope, this isn't a religion. This is a scam, or a cult, or a really aggressive pyramid scheme with aliens. Others have caved, been tricked, or just didn't care enough to fight back. In the US, well, we'll get to that mess in a minute. But before we get into the international breakdown, it's worth asking. How did a religion built on space stories from our one and only...
Okay, so you're going to have to follow the link to hear the rest. And truly, Eyes to See has excellent content. She covers a wide-ranging supply of information about Scientology. And of course, if you don't know about Audit LA, you have not been watching, because Audit LA is a boss in LA. And she really puts in the work. So please make sure that if you are not sub to both of them, that you correct that. Now, the Journey 2020 alerted me to this blog post by Tony Ortega at the Underground Bunker with an update on Scientology's recent attempt to take possession of, is it Garden Avenue? I believe it's an avenue in Clearwater. Many of you will remember that they already tried to buy it from the city, but when that was clear that they were going to fail, they pulled their offer. Well, they now have a new plan. Now, really. Now, I am not going to read the article to you, but the link is going to be in the chat, and it will also be in the description after the stream. But the headline pretty much says the highlight. Scientology to Clearwater, $1.3 million. We're taking your street and you get bupkis. So please make sure to go read. Thank you, Erica. I knew that someone would confirm it for me. They clearly are not giving up, and we all knew that that was likely to happen because little Davy, he needs to have it all. So if you haven't read the article, please go read the article. And if you are in or around the Clearwater area in particular, keep an eye out because I'm sure that there will be a plan of action developing. And if you are able to help, all the better. If you are further away from Clearwater, like moi, then share it and keep sharing the information. Keep sharing any updates, because anyone who is able to help needs to be able to help in some way, shape, or form. The AG has no authority in this, but likely paid off by Scientology. I did hear something about that, Erica. The mayor maintains that the letter from the Attorney General on Scientology's behalf is a nothing burger. Well, good. I am glad to hear that. And yes, I'm aware of that. But you're also good at taking them back when they're no longer needed. So that's cool. Okay. So thank you, Journey, for sharing that with me. And thank you all for your attention to that. We all pretty much came together for the first part of the Garden Avenue thing, and I'm quite sure that we can do it again, and we should do it again. So let's just, keep an eye out. Now, I do want to show you something now. I am going to tell you up front that I'm honestly feeling a little conflicted about this next clip. Yes, thank you, Ellie. If you haven't heard, um, he's going to be okay, but he is in the hospital. Carrie Ann's husband is in the hospital, and she has asked for prayers, good thoughts, vibes, whatever you can send in healing energy. So thank you, Ellie, for bringing that up, because I had meant to, but I didn't write it down. And you can probably guess what happens when I don't write things down. Okay, so now this next clip, I am going to share it with you. I do have mixed feelings about it, only because I'm not here to tell anyone how to do their protesting. Uh, it's something that I would not be comfortable doing in this way. So, nevertheless, I do want to share it with you. And I would ask that you watch the whole thing, because there is more that I did not clip. So here we go.
Scientology check, I wouldn't take it. So it has to be done, buddy, because I'm trying to unbrainwash you. I'm doing you a favour here at the moment.
Sorry, I didn't mention this is 420 Audits in Ireland, and I believe this is taking place in Dublin.
I'm doing you a favour here at the moment. You're brainwashed by these people.
Thank you, man.
They're taking all your money. Look, they have you standing here on the street corners handing out money. You're mad at what? Scientology, guys. It's a cult. The cult of Scientology.
There you go, bud.
Dianetics, mate. It's all a cult. It's a con.
Thanks, man.
Big
Yeah.
con.
Have a good one.
Started in 1950. May the 5th, 1950, the book came out. Let's sell these people a piece of blue sky. Or John Atack will tell you everything that you need to know about Scientology, buddy. There's loads of information out there. There's no excuse. This is Scientology.
Scan it on your phone.
Throw that in your...
There you go. Thanks,
guys,
man.
that's Scientology. Throw it in the bin there. He's handing out Scientologist leaflets here. Come on. So we'll go get yourself.
Okay, so in my opinion, it kind of felt a little aggressive from 420 Audits, but I'm not here to tell him how to do what he does. It's just not something that I would feel comfortable doing, but everybody is different. Wendy asks if they want it, yeah, and collects it back. Exactly. I agree, Erica. I do think that is also, I would be more comfortable doing that. And I think people, in my opinion, I just know how I am, I would be more receptive to hearing from someone talking about it, if they were being a little less aggressive. That's how I feel. But yes, I do think that his heart is in the right place. And yeah, I like him too. I was uncomfortable watching it, but I'm not here to judge. Great mashup video, a little AI help for humor. Huh? I don't understand that style, but that's okay. That's not unusual. You know what, Ellie? I have seen his name for several months, but he's got a very large channel. So I haven't shared him up until now. But, we got a little bit of a mix going on today. So he recorded a cool protest in Dublin recently. Okay. Because and some of you already know this, there are so many channels, And because my focus is primarily on the smaller channels, I don't often get a chance to watch the larger channels, especially not in a timely fashion. If you could only see my watch now list, or sorry, my watch later list. I have a watch now list and a watch later list. The watch now is to remind me of stuff that I want to clip. The watch later is if and when I ever actually have time. So, there you go. All right, so thank you, Lori. I'm glad to see that you subbed. Yes, I think he is a very passionate guy, and clearly he is also Irish. And I had the subtitles on because when I was watching it originally, it was very muffled to me. It was not about the accent. I know it might appear that way, but it was really because the sound was muffled to me. So maybe after a reboot, it cleared up a little bit. Oh, eyes? That would be so good. Hi, Big Chief. All right, so this is the time where I remind you that we work together to put this show out. So, to not only to the community, but also to the world, to educate people about the dangers of Scientology. So, along with watching, which I do appreciate, I need your help in gathering clips and links for the show. I might have said this once or twice. If you're not sure how, I know that Zippy said that they were going to post a Reddit link on their channel with instructions. And I believe there is a link that's going to go in the chat if it hasn't already. Hi, Krista. Where was it? Oh, yeah. It'll go in the chat soon if it hasn't already. And if not, then I will put it in the description. But I also Googled to see if I could find the video that I used to learn how to make clips, because I'm a visual learner. I need to see how something is done for me to learn how to do it. So I didn't find the one that I originally learned from, but I did find another one, and I thought that I would share it with you. And since my computer thetans are, knock on wood, basically behaving today, let's take a look at this. It's only a couple of minutes. Is that the right? Yes, I believe it is. Yes, it is. Okay.
First, what are clips? Let's say there's an epic moment from your latest live stream that fans want to share with their friends. Or maybe there's a cliffhanger from your latest video that you want to promote on social media to draw in more viewers. With clips, you and your fans can share 5 to 60 seconds of your existing content to highlight must-watch moments. Clips have their own shareable links, but they don't create new videos. They're only pointers to existing videos or streams. The clipped segment will play and loop on the underlying watch page, and anyone who watches the clip can easily check out your full video or stream. So think of clips as a way for you and your fans to drive new viewers to your existing content. And all metrics such as views, watch time, and ad revenue will be attributed to your original video. Now let's walk through how to use clips. When signed into YouTube, click on the clip icon under an eligible video. Then, select the section of the video that you would like to clip. You can change the length of your selection by dragging on the slider. Finally, give the clip a title. Once it's ready, click on the Share Clip button and then choose one of the sharing options. You and your viewers can only clip a 5 to 60 second continuous section of a video. Specific parts can't be stitched together. Now, if for some reason you don't want your content to be clipped, go into YouTube Studio and then Settings. Click on Channel and then Advanced Settings. Under Clips, check Don't allow viewers to clip my content. For more information about clips, check out the links in the description. Thank you for watching.
Okay, that last part about not allowing people to clip, don't do that to me, please. I do understand that there are reasons why some people need to do that. I get it. But please. Okay, so anyway, I hope that that helps. Please feel free to clip that segment and share it with other people in the community, so that we can all learn how to clip. Yes, Ellie. So if they don't have the clip, now sometimes it's under the three dots, so you have to check the three dots right under the video stream to see if clip is listed there. If it's not listed there and there isn't a button that says clip, then they have disallowed clipping. In which case, then you can share a link and tell me the timestamps. So where you want me to start and where you want me to finish showing that part of the video. Up to 3 minutes, please. Eyes, that is fantastic news. Congratulations. Last day of radiation. Yay. And I know that you have been working hard at, getting healthy and staying healthy. And I wish you nothing but continued good health. Okay. Wait a sec. Okay, so if you don't have the clip, then that means you don't clip. Gotcha. Thank you very much. No worries, Haley. And actually, sorry, Club Brain Fog, I ran over a little bit. My apologies. The last time I looked, I had like 20 minutes left. Okay, so let's get out of here. And roommate Club Brain Fog, who's going to go live any moment. Oh, that sounds like fun. That sounds like fun. I would love to be able to see that. All right. So, special thanks to the mods who help me muddle through this on a regular basis. And I do mean muddle. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you all for your support to me and to the small channels. Yes, I did, Hitzel. Thank you. And I'm pushing for more, mostly to get the visibility out there. But you know what? Some people have said that they would really like to see me at least get memberships, and I wouldn't mind that. But again, I'm going to keep doing this whether that happens or not. So, yes, please follow us over to the club. Take care of each other. Have a good week. And remember, like who you like, watch who you want to watch. After all, we're not in a cult. And I almost clicked the wrong thing. Have I done this before? Take care, everyone, and I'll see you next time.
Mom celebrates the smaller channels who are working to bring down the cult to protect human rights. Screw Mom celebrates the smaller channels, the ones who need more attention and are out there more and more. If you want Scooter Mom to show a small channel, send her clips and links, since you are making clips and sharing links is easy to do, whether you protest